Good morning, guys. Heading out. Les and the girls, they're off to school and off to work and all that, so I'm gonna head out, get started for the day. We'll do some cleaning up today around here. I've got construction debris and junk and trash and stuff in the trailer now from doing that outhouse job. So I figured now would be as good a time as any to kind of load the trailer, because I got to go to the landfill anyway to dump it. So I might as well make it worth the trip. And Les has been on me about cleaning up some of my stuff. I'm not a hoarder, but I do like junk now. I like burn barrels and I like buckets, and it's just hard for me to throw away something that I might use. The old man told me one time, he said, you got to keep everything 7 years. Wow, that sun is bright. You got to keep everything 7 years, because you never know if you might need it. And then you got to keep it 7 more years in case your neighbor needs it. And if you've already had it for 14 years, you might as well just keep on keeping it. And that's kind of how I do things. Now, I'm not that bad, but I do like to recycle and repurpose things, so I keep a lot of stuff. For today, what we're actually mostly going to focus on is getting this raised bed tore down and out of the way. I built this raised bed last year, and I have enjoyed it, and it did work well for me. And I did the I don't know exactly how to pronounce it. I got pretty bad southern accent, but I think it's Hugelkultur or something. Hugelkultur. Anyway, I filled it up with sticks and debris and then leaves and then a little bit of dirt on top, and it worked great. I grew tomatoes, peppers, collards, broccoli. I mean, I grew all kinds of stuff in this thing. I'll show it to you guys. And it's nothing special. It's some pallets turned on end, and I used a little bit of fabric on the edges here to keep all my dirt and materials from going out through the pallets. I still got some collards in here. These are still pretty young, and they would continue to produce, and I could eat off these for a long time still. But and these are some of the older ones that I have been eating on them, and they did good for me too. But today's the day. It's time to do it. I need to get this torn down and cleaned up and put in the trailer. And I think I'm gonna set the camera maybe right over there somewhere and do like a time lapse for you guys and show that to you. But this is one of my bigger projects here, and these old burn barrels. Get these 2 burn barrels up and get that tore down, and I'm gonna work on that today. I'm gonna get the bobcat out and get the trailer close anyway, so I don't tear up the yard with the bobcat. Let's check on our puppy pups. Pups, they got food, got water. That's good.
This 9-pound hammer, still too heavy for my size, for my size. Take this hammer short to the captain, tell him I'm gone, tell him I'm gone. If he should ask you where I went to, tell him you don't know, tell him you don't know. This 9-pound hammer killed John Henry. It laid him low, it laid him low. This 9-pound hammer killed my brother, but it won't kill me. No, it won't kill me. Roll on, buddy, don't you roll too slow. How can I roll when the wheels won't go?
Alright guys, that's it. I got it all tore down. I still got some cleaning up to do with my hands and stuff, picking up a bunch of stuff. But what I want to show you guys is the dirt that was left. This was the Hugelkultur method, and if you'll look down there at the bottom, you can still see some of the sticks and debris and stuff that I filled it up with. But that stuff was way up here. I filled that bed maybe like over half, probably not quite 3/4 full of those sticks and stuff. And then I just started piling leaves and stuff. You can see right in there, that's leaves and stuff that have been breaking down in there. Piled that on. Then I just put a little bit of dirt, and then each time I would replant, I would add a little layer of topsoil of compost, just big bags from the hardware store. I think it was Black Cow or something, I can't remember. But anyway, long term, I feel like this would be a good method. Save you a lot of money for filling up that bed too. And I'm a pretty big guy. I'm pretty tall and pretty big, so being on the ground bent way over is not my favorite thing. That's why I did this raised bed, and I did a real tall one. Most people don't make them that big, but I made it a whole pallet high. So, but it turned out really good. I hate to see it go. It was a fun little experiment, but it's in the way.
This 9-pound hammer is still too heavy for my size, for my size. Take this hammer short to the captain. Tell him I'm gone. Tell him I'm gone. If he should ask you where I went to, tell him you don't know. Tell him you don't know.
Well,
this 9-pound hammer.
We got some grubs in there. That's not necessarily a good thing, but we also have a lot of worm activity, earthworms. I mean a lot. There's earthworms everywhere in here. That's the top layer. Compost I've been adding slowly over time. That's just the regular old dirt that I put on top of all the leaves and stuff. And that's the wood down there. And I suppose it has started to decompose a little bit.
Roll on, buddy, don't you roll too slow. How can I roll when the wheels won't go? Roll on, brother, but take your time. Oh, I'm broke down and I can't make mine. This 9-pound hammer just left too heavy for my size, for my size.
Alright guys, so there's one little pile, what's left, that did not compost. Kind of a big pile that did not compost. But it's not too bad. Got some really nice, good black dirt here. So even if you don't intend to have that raised bed long term, it's a good way to make compost, I suppose, with the Hugelkultur method. Worked out pretty good for me. I'm gonna let that stuff dry out and I'll just burn it in place. Nothing wrong with a little extra potash. All right, appreciate y'all.